Managing your course menu. On your Blackboard course, to the left-hand side, you have your course menu. These are the buttons that take you to the different pages within your Blackboard course. For example, here you see textbooks, announcements, assignments, external links, and staff information. To change any of these buttons, we're first going to click on Control Panel. In the Control Panel, under Course Options, I'm going to click on Manage Course Menu. Here you could see a list with the priority of each of those buttons that appear in the course menu. For example, textbooks is number 1, announcements number 2. If you want to change the order of each of these buttons, you can select using the drop-down menu and choose the priority you want it to appear. So I'll change announcements from 2 to number 1, and now announcements appears as number 1. If you look to the right-hand side of each of the different buttons, you see the modify or remove options. So here you can modify or remove a button if you'd like. So here is staff information, number 7. I don't need that on my course, so I'm going to click the remove button and press OK. And now staff information is gone. If I want to modify one of these buttons, instead of removing it, I can hit the word modify. So here, textbooks, I'm going to modify that to say just books. And now press submit and OK. And textbooks now appears as books. If you'd like to add a button, you could do so in 4 different ways by using the top menu bar to the right of add. There's content area. Here's where you would add a button to link to a content area, maybe a science or social studies. So I'd click content area. I'd say, well, I want this to be content, and I want to name this science. This is where I'm going to keep all of my science material. I'm now going to say, I'm going to allow observers to see this, and even guests can see this if they'd like. And then press submit. If you don't want to have guests or observers, you can leave those unchecked. And we'll talk about guests and observer services access later on. Once you have this written, you press submit and then OK. And now at the bottom, here's a science button. If I wanted to add a button that linked to a social studies page, I'd click content area, change to content, and maybe I'll make social studies and press submit and press OK. And now social studies and science buttons are there, allow me to add science and social studies material. Next to content area is tool link. If I click on a tool link, this allows me to create a button to link to a tool option, such as a blog tool, a podcasts, or a wiki. So maybe I want to create a wiki tool. I'll create wiki. And then here, I'm going to say this is going to be our class wiki. And I say submit and OK. And now at the bottom, here's my class wiki. If I want to add a course link button, which is a button that would link to another page in the Blackboard course. For example, maybe you had a in the books page, I want to have a button to link directly to that. I can do that. Name it My Books and press submit. If I wanted to make a link to an external website, such as the Groveton web page, I can click external link, name it Groveton website, and then type in the web address and then press submit. When that's all done, you'll see a list of your menu options. Finally, press OK. And at the top left, you'll see your pathway. Click back on Fisher, or for your example, click on your name, and you'll be back at your main page with all of the changes made.